Fat loss can be harder when you're a mom. Hey beautiful souls, my name is Lisa Luna and the purpose of this video is to share with you how I structure my eating throughout the day to support my fat loss and weight loss journey. I'm no health and wellness expert, I'm simply a mom that used to be overweight but isn't anymore, and I want to share with you how I did that. You will not find any extreme diets in my content, no magic supplements that are going to make you drop weight. As a mom, losing weight can be very difficult due to hormonal imbalances, lack of sleep, and if you're a new parent or a mom in postpartum, please do not be hard on yourself. I lost this weight by being consistent, patient, and sticking to my guidelines of not eating fast food, cooking at home, eating whole foods, nutritionally dense foods. Whether you're a working mom or a stay-at-home mom, fat loss, weight loss, fitness goals can be very challenging and discouraging when you're a mom because you have to squeeze in your goals to where they fit your family's lifestyle. But I'm here to give you some good and positive news. A lot of us moms, not all of us, but a lot of us moms are the head chefs of our households. We are in full control of what everybody is going to be eating here. So let's go. Let me share with you everything that I eat in a day to maintain my fat loss journey. Good morning. I just got to the gym and I'm having my morning creatine drink. This is the one by Wella and it is the strawberry lemonade. It tastes so good. Now it's time to go hit this workout. I don't take pre-workout. I just listen to reggaeton or early 2000s rap, hip hop, sometimes 80s or 90s rock. That's what gets me pumped up and ready to go. I'm excited to be at the gym. Rise and shine. I like to get my workout in before my kiddos wake up, and when I get home, I can make myself my mud water matcha, which is almost double the caffeine of the original mud water, and I sweeten my iced matcha with fig jam. This one is homemade, but I also use strawberries sometimes. Every morning, I make my family pretty much the same smoothie. There's a protein powder in here. Usually, I use cachava, the chocolate one. That's my favorite. The shake typically has bananas, apples, frozen berries like strawberry, blueberries, and sometimes I even put frozen mango. Usually I'll include some kind of nut butter for some healthy fat. Today I use peanut butter. Great way for my family to start off their morning. It's a great routine and it's something that we all look forward to every morning. One thing about me is that nothing goes to waste in my house. For today's breakfast, we're going to have protein-packed omelets. We're going to use leftovers from a whole chicken that I cooked yesterday. Super good. So I'm excited to put that in our omelets. Got some organic eggs for that. I'm going to chop up an onion and a tomato to put in the omelets. And then for some balance, we're going to add some spinach. My favorite oil for cooking is avocado oil. It's got the higher smoke point and it is like a very neutral taste. I have some apple slices, tomatoes, eggs, chicken, and spinach, and I deconstructed the omelets for them because I just find that they eat better when things are separated. We are on our way to our homeschool pod after breakfast, so I want them to be fueled and not asking for snacks as soon as we get there, so this is going to keep them nice and satiated. So I ended up getting distracted and my omelet turned into a scramble, but as you guys saw, I put some Greek yogurt in there for some added protein. Delicious breakfast. It's nutrient dense. It's going to keep me full and fueled. I did 1.5 eggs. I did 3/4 of a cup of Greek yogurt. We've got spinach, tomatoes, onions, and of course I put in the shredded chicken. Further adding to the protein. I usually have to refill this 40-ounce cup at least 2 to 3 times a day because my kiddos also love drinking out of it because it's so cute. While we were at our homeschool co-op, we snacked on some organic pretzels, turkey jerky sticks, and my kids also had some applesauce and grapes to keep them hydrated. We just came home from our homeschool co-op and then we stopped by Goodwill to get some goodies. And we are all hungry. We are so ready for lunch. I'm going to be cooking some organic ground beef, some sweet potatoes. Frozen peas are an easy way to get a little bit more protein and just some texture variety in my meals. And some white rice. This is one of my favorite meals to make. It is filling, it's nutritious, and most importantly, it is quick to make. As a mom, when you're trying to stick to like healthy foods and wellness, I always recommend that you pick meals that have accessible ingredients, they're affordable, they're quick quick to make. It's easier to make good decisions when the decisions are easy. This meal usually takes me about 30 to 40 minutes to have ready from start to finish, so it is one that I have on repeat. I call it like one of my consistency meals because it's just something that I always keep on rotation. Typically have all of these ingredients on hand at all times just because I know that if I don't want to think of a brand new meal, this is one that I can always rely on.
While I'm preparing meals, my kids are always playing, usually right in front of me. I'm sure you can hear them in the video. My oldest is 5 and sometimes she does like to help me cook. We are a low screen household, so whenever you see me cooking, they're usually playing.
Doing a little cleanup after our lunchtime, and I thought that I would take this time to explain a little bit about my family's eating habits because it is non-traditional. We do a smoothie that's kind of like our breakfast. Then we have like a second breakfast, which is like our big breakfast. And then we have kind of a later lunch. But later lunch, I like to call it like lunch dinner, because it is our biggest, most nutrient dense, most filling meal of the day. We have our late lunch around like 1 to 3 p.m. That just works for us with our schedule because my husband also works from home. After work, he goes straight into like dad mode. I get other house stuff done that I need to do, and I'm not worried about like scrambling together to make this other large meal. My kids do eat more frequently than I do or my husband does. They just snack a lot. Normally I will make them like a snack plate, something that like most people would have for lunch is what I make them like for dinner, or their last thing that they're gonna have throughout the day. Everything that we eat in this household is cooked and prepared by myself. That's just what makes sense for my family. It might make sense for your family, it might not, because everybody has a different schedule, vastly different routines going on. Some parents work later, and so you want to keep the kids up a little bit later, and that makes sense. And maybe your kids wake up a little bit later. My kids wake up early, between 6:30 to 7 on the dot, almost every single day, and sometimes even a little bit earlier. So I like to get my workout done before they get up. And we just start our day earlier and end our day earlier as well. I don't like to be stressed out. I don't like to be rushing. So this 2 large meals per day works fabulously for my family right now. Obviously, I don't know if it's always going to be like that, but right now that is just what worked for us here in my home. Usually my husband and I, we won't eat a lot later. He usually like cuts his eating off at like 6:30 or 7. I usually cut my eating off at like 4:35. That's a little summary in case you were curious about why I only cook like 2 meals in a day.
I ended up closing my eating window with an Aloha bar. It's the peanut butter and chocolate one. It's got a decent amount of protein and it satisfies my sweet tooth. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like. Don't forget to subscribe to see more videos about how I